What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium, is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Nice?
Appreciate that, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room, it's Lacey. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Under fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. They'll run it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense mark.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing, Williams. Puts it out of the air. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Rush is on him. He gets away. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Washington wants to go quickly.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago, and you see him take off and run. They've got to do something to kind of put him at least in a little bit of thinking, a little bit of doubt, a little bit of pressure, because right now he's starting to get in the rhythm, and that's not good for this defense.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Motion from the back. Williams, right down the middle. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
Grabs it. They will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle. Back on the line.
Reels it in on the left side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Cook. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he's going to try to return this one. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Running inside, it's Carr. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give on the option. Might have a chance. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Williams on the play fake. Looking to scramble. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Tight end now in motion. He wants to change this route. The give out of the gun. Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Play action with Williams. Pocket breaking down. A strike downfield. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He leaves it with his back. Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Here's Williams to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. 3rd down from the gun. Williams hauls it in. Touchdown, Washington. And they take it in wants more points. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses.
And it's blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Washington, 13. Ole Miss, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Wants to throw on first down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So O-line's got to step up.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Firing to the right, complete. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Running to Green. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Play fake, Williams. Pulls it in, it's Washington. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Huskies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Throwing, Williams. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's there to make the stop. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Rebels will try to move the chains on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Williams on the play fake. He's looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Spits it out to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Lacy. There he goes. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Kenn White crossed the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the 2nd half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They marched 72 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making checks. They'll go right back to him. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the run, it's Carr. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the Huskies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll send the back in motion. Williams. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Here's Williams to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Oh, there's some room. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down. The Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Play action with Williams. The throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Quarterback may change this route. From the gun. Give on the inside. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully.
He gets a hand on it, and it's blocked. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
Yeah, man, that is a big-time play for this special teams unit. You got a chance to go down. Now you're still up. You get the football back. Really nice job by this special teams unit.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Looking for space. It's Lacy. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Finds his man. It's Gill. Tackle is made at the... Let's call it a 5-yard pickup.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Run inside. It's Lacy. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking for a big play. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out, and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots, and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Shotgun snap on third down. Fires left. He's got it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacy. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That's caught. It's Cunningham. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, this quarterback is dynamic, and it's because of his speed. You see it in the run game, but also when he decides to extend the play, scramble, and just buy himself time. Defense can't keep up with him as he's able to find that completion for the first.
to the air on first down. He's got his man. Runs through a man. He might have... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Rebels have it in scoring position on first and goal. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Pass. Now over the third and goal. You'd like to see this part of the field where you can exert some of that physicality. Run the football. I know you're doing it. I know the field shrinks, but I'm going to be tougher than you, more physical than you. I'm going to run the football down your throat.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Backs looking for the goal line. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the fourth quarter on fourth and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. Lining up to add another. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Williams. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Williams looking for a man. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense putting points on the board.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing, Williams. Pressure coming. Heaves it deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. It's Lawson. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Cook. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws it deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Rebels. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. What a mess. A delay of game on the two-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Finds his big tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times.
Makes the catch, and he's free. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got his man across the middle. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Moving out of the pocket. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Husky. Fit it in the window for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Williams. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. He's looking to throw. Going long. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Get things started on this drive from the 24. Play fake, Williams. Looking to scramble. Throws to the wideout. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Williams to throw. This time it's complete.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Short, quick, precise passing game. Good enough to move the sticks. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Looking downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play to pad the stats. To the air, it's Howard. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.